Hey guys, welcome back to Shep Talk and welcome back to Shep Talk Movie Reviews. If this is your first time here, please remember to hit that subscribe button and to make sure you get notified, hit that bell icon as well. Also, you can now follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll put those links in the description down below. Now let's get to the review of Green Lantern First Flight. Green Lantern First Flight was directed by Lauren Montgomery, best known for directing Young Justice, Scooby-Doo, and Voltron Age of Legendary Defender. Written by Alan Burnett, who has written a ton of stuff for DC. You name it, and he's probably had a hand in it. Green Lantern First Flight stars Christopher Meloni as Hal Jordan / Green Lantern, Victor Garbo as Sinestro, Teresa Helfer as Boudica, Michael Madsen as Kilowog, and John Larroquette as Tomar Ree. Quick synopsis. Hal Jordan has been given the Green Lantern ring. When the previous holder of the ring arrives on Earth dying, Hal now finds himself thrown into a mysterious universal police force and must take on the biggest challenge he has ever seen. Green Lantern First Flight is the 5th film in our watch through of the DC animated original movies, which means we only have 33 more to go. Green Lantern First Flight was released on July 28th, 2009. And guys, going forward, I'm going to try a new format and see if it works to keep me on track. I'm going to break down my reviews by 3 sections. The first section will focus on the story. I'll give my thoughts on how original I thought it was, but also touch on whether or not they did a good job of telling that story. The second topic will be actors, and this will be where I go over what I thought of the actors and the job they did in this movie, such as voice acting. The third topic will be cinematography, and whether or not I thought the scenery or overall shooting of the film was done well. So, let's get on to the first topic, story. I was so happy to see that they kind of brushed over the origin story of Green Lantern. I mean, they just kind of seen it in Justice League: The New Frontier, so kind of still had that connection now going back to an old animated movie. And we didn't really need to see it again so soon. And it gave us more time to focus on the Green Lantern Corps and the story, which I think was done really well and enjoyed it. Having been a big comic book reader for decades now, I've either read or seen a lot of stories in some form or another, and that includes this one. We even kind of have it in a movie that shall not be named. But again, it changes things up in different ways that really makes it enjoyable to watch this version of it and see how things are going to proceed. Lauren Montgomery did an excellent job of giving us a story we had heard already before, or read or seen, or had it in some form or another. She did a good job of adapting it. So let's get on to the second topic, or category of actors. Once again, they are knocking out of the park. With these voice actors. I mean, Christopher Meloni did a great job of Hal Jordan, and I wasn't pulled out of the movie for a while watching him on screen. And then what can we say about Victor Garber as Sinestro? Oh my God, he dripped sinister and devious and wants the universe to fall in line with his designs. I could watch him as Sinestro over and over again. I don't know if he comes back to the role, but I for one would not be disappointed if he did. When you have a character like Kilowog, you need someone that can embody that gruff, over-the-top drill sergeant that he is. He's just a big alien drill sergeant. And Michael Madsen does that job for me. I don't think there are many people who can pull off doing Kilowog and do him justice, but I think Michael Madsen did an excellent job for him. And there's the rest. There's a ton of other voice actors in this movie as well, and they do an excellent job. I think this is, again, the starting point, or maybe even Wonder Woman was probably the starting point of when the DC animated movies that I remember are really starting to come out and shine. Cinematography. I think we are starting to see the era where DC animation takes off. For the most part, the first 3 movies were rocky, and coming back watching them almost 10 years later, they have a lot of flaws. Green Lantern First Flight is the second animated movie that does an overall good job with the animation and it is really well done. This doesn't mean it's perfect or you can't spot scenes that just don't hold up today, but really nothing pulled me out of the movie like some of the previous ones did. I was able to sit down and enjoy this movie from start to finish without feeling the urge or need to do something else while watching. Overall, I think at this time this is probably my second favorite DC animated movies of the ones that we have just watched, not overall. I think number one right now in my books is going to be Wonder Woman, and then Green Lantern followed closely behind it. I think this is the start of the DC animated movies taking their spot as some of the best DC films out there. A lot of the live action movies just haven't given us what we really have been looking for, or they just try to cram too many Easter eggs or plot points just to give the fans what they think we want. The animated movies stay focused and on one plot point, one storyline, and they do it well. So this is the start of the DC animated movies being really well done. Then I can't wait to watch the next. So with all that being said, Shep Talk is giving Green Lantern First Flight 3 Sheps out of 5. But that is all I have time for today. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you did enjoy this video, check out this one over here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. But like I said, that is all I have time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next review.